Good day friends. In the previous video we have seen problem set number 6 till question number 5 where we discuss about Mr. Manohar. He gave 20% of his income to his elder son and 30% to his younger son. Based on that and given information, what was Mr. Manohar's income, that we find out. Now, problem set number 6, question number 6. Question number 6 and question number 7, these are star sums. Star means little bit important sums and maybe little bit hard also. Hardness is more. So, no matter, all the word problems, if we'll read the question properly and we will go one by one, step by step, all the sums are very easy sums and these are our practical day-to-day life related sums. So I think you people will understand it very well. Question number 6 of problem set number 6. In this, first we will go through the question, page number 107. Kailas used to spend 85% of his income. When his income increased by 36%, means as compared to the previous, now the income is increased by 36%. Then his expense also increased by 40%. See, income will increase based on previous income and expense will increase based on previous expense. That is important. 40% of his earlier expenses. How much percentage of his earning he saves now? Percentage of the earnings, how much he saves now, that we want to find out. First of all, he used to spend 85%, means his saving was 15%, 100 percentage means out of 100, 85% he used to spend. 100 minus 85, 100% minus 85, remaining is 15% was his savings. In the second case, 36% is additional income, so total income will be 136%. Now, new expense we need to find out. Old expense was 85%, new expense is 85% plus 40% of 85% again. So, important part is here to calculate the new expense. So, we'll make a small table to make it understand. Here, income, okay. So, old income, let the old income as 100 rupees. See, this will make this question very easy because it is given that Kailas used to spend 85% of his income. If we'll consider the income as 100 rupees, for example, okay, for calculation only we are considering. Let consider his income is 100 rupees, 85% of 100 is 85 rupees. So here income, here it will come expense, EXPENCES. So we'll write in short because we need another third column for saving also. Okay. So here expenses. It will come dash here. Now old and new after additional values. So let his old income is 100 rupees. How much is expense? 85%. Out of 100, 85% means 85 rupees. Okay. And here we will get the saving. 100 rupees is income. 85 is spending, expenditure. Saving is income minus expenditure. So 100 minus 85, it remains here 15 rupees as his saving during first case. Now what happens in the second case? His income increased by 36%. Old income is 100 rupees. 36% is increase, means new income will be 36%. If 100 rupees is the old income, 36 rupees additional. Based on that, that is why we consider this as 100. It is very, very important. It will simple our solution, our answer very well instead of any other. If you know any other method, no matter, you can go through that, because one sum can be solved by 2-3 different methods, but the board rule is the mathematically correct answer will be considered as correct by board, either by this way or any other mathematically correct method which you think that it is easy to understand, you it is okay to follow, but by all the methods the final answer will be same. So here 100 plus 36, it will come rupees 136 will be his new income. The person is Mr. Kailash. Old income 100, we consider it. New income is 136. As per the information given, that 36% is increase. What happened about the expense? His expense also increase with 40%. Expense also increase with 40%. Old expense is 85 plus additional 40% of 85. It will be added in this. 85 is the whole expense, and in that how much expense is added? See, income is increase, expense also increase. Expense is increased by 40% of the old expense. Old expense is 85, 40% of 85 it will be added, so we will be getting their new expense, and based on that we can find out new saving. When the salary is increased or the income is increased, what will be the new saving? It will come here, and after that we can find out percentage saving, because it is asked us to find out percentage saving. For that, first what we consider, let the income is equal to rupees 100. Based on that the table is formed. Now we want to find out expense. New expense is equal to, rest all the things are clear in the table. New expense is equal to 85 plus 40% of 85. This calculation is necessary. 85 plus 40% of 85. How to calculate? 40% means if it is 100 then 40, then out of 85 how much? It can be written as 40 upon 100 into 85. 0 will get cancelled. First 85 as it is in the bracket, 4 into 85, the product will be 4 5s are 20, so 0 carry 2, 4 8s are 32, 32 plus 2 34 upon 10, 0 get cancelled. 85 plus 34, it will give us 5 plus 4 9, and 8 plus 3 11, 119. If the new income is rupees 136, how much is his new expense? New expense is 119 rupees. Now what will be the new saving? Saving will be new income minus new expense. We will get the new saving, and then easily we can convert that saving into percentage saving. So saving is equal to income minus expenses. This is related to second, not the old. Second, income is 136 minus expense is 119. Difference between both will give us the saving. 119 and 36, the difference will be 119. If we'll add 1, it will be 120, and 136 and 120 difference is 16. 16 and this one, it will come difference as rupees 17. Means if the new income is 136, his new saving will be rupees 17. We want to convert this into percentage saving, because if you'll see the question number 6 for Mr. Kailash, the last sentence is how much percentage of his earning he saves now. Means after the given condition, after increasing his income and as per that increasing his expense, finally we want to find out how much percent of his earning he saves now. Not only saving, percentage saving. So percentage saving will be equal to, how to find out percentage saving? New saving upon new income into 100. It will give us percentage saving. On income, new income, how much is the new saving? Multiplied by 100, compare it with 100, we will get the percentage saving. So new saving is here 17, new income is 136 into 100 will be giving us the percentage saving. Solution for question number 6, Mr. Kailash percentage saving as per the given information. So here 17, it's a 17 8 za 17 1 za 17 8 za 136. Then it will have 100 upon 8. 100 upon 8 can be simplified as 8 1 za, again 8 1 za, remainder will be 2, it gives 20. 8 2 za 16, remainder will be 4, so we'll take decimal point. 4 will convert into 40. Now 8 5 are 40, means it will come 12.5% will be the percentage saving by Mr. Kailash. So as it is word problem, the final answer we can write it in the form of sentence as Mr. Kailash will save 12.5% as a new saving. Mr. Kailash will save 12.5% as new savings. I will just go through this again solution, then we can continue with star sum number 7. It is given to us that whatever income of Mr. Kailash, 85% he spends. So we consider let his income, original income, old income is rupees 100. 85% of 100 is 85 rupees. So if income is 100, expense is 85, difference between these both gives us saving. The saving is 15. But this is not anywhere considered, just for the calculation. Now what happens is income increases with 36%. As we considered old income as 100, 36 is additional out of 100. So new income will be 136. Then the condition is given, as the income is increased, his expense is also increased by 40% of old expense is 85, it is not exact 100. So 85 is old expense plus 40% of 85 will be his additional expense. So we need to find out this, then only we can get the new saving. To find this, 85 plus 40% of 85 can be converted as 40 upon 100 into 85. It gives the new expense as 119. Means if his new income is 136, his new expense is 119. Difference between these both, it gives 17 as his new savings. Mr. Kailash new saving is 17 rupees. It is not asked to find out only saving, it is asked us to convert it into percentage. What is the percentage saving? So percentage saving is equal to total saving divided by income. New saving is 17, new income is 136, multiplied by 100, we'll get it percentage saving. So as per the calculation, it comes 12.5% is the new saving, percentage saving by Mr. Kailash. I hope you people understood. Let us continue with question number 7 of problem set number 6. See the star sum, but if we'll understand the question properly and if systematically we'll present it on the board or on the answer paper or in the notebook, easily we can get the answer. So first, it is very necessary for the word problem that to read it carefully, try to understand it, then sentence by sentence convert it into mathematical form. What is available, what to find, and which formula can be applied, how we can get the solution. And then as it is word problem, final sentence is also important. Let us continue with sum number 7. Now in this page number 107, problem set number 6, question number 7. Total income of Ramesh, Suresh and Preeti is 8,07,000 rupees. Here it is addition of 3 persons. One is Ramesh, then Suresh and then Preeti. Total income of all these 3 is given 8,07,000. No individual amount is written. The percentages of their expenses are 75%, 80%, 90%. Now income is not given separate, but expense is given in separate. If the ratio of their savings is 16 is to 17 is to 12, and the ratio is given in the form of mix ratio, that is 16 is to 17 is to 12. So if we'll consider the common multiple as x, for the first person Ramesh, his saving will come 16x. For the second person Suresh, savings will come 17 multiplied by common multiple, that we consider x. 17x will be saving by Suresh, and Preeti's saving will be 12 into x, 12x. If we'll consider x as the common multiple that we studied in ratio proportion, then find the annual saving of each of them. So we have to find out the annual saving of each of them. First is given total quantity, that is their income. Second is given separate percentage, that is expense, that is also in the form of percentage. And third is given again in common in the form of ratio, that is their savings. Now all these 3 information we have to study and we have to find out their annual savings of each of them. If we want to get the annual saving, the important ratio is 16 is to 17 is to 12. If we know the common multiple value, which we are considering here x, so 16x, 17x and 12x will be the savings. If we get the value of x, 16 into value of x will get the saving of Mr. Ramesh, 17 into value of x we will get the saving of Mr. Suresh, and 12 into value of x we will get the saving by Preeti. So to get the value of common multiple, how it can be, this also we can present in the form of table. See what happens when the diagram in the statistics also, if anything is there in the picture form, easily we can understand it. So if it is possible to convert the given question in the form of table, no matter, because instead of writing each sentence and so many things, table will give the explanation about that some very easily. So I will try to write in the form of table. So here we have total three people, Ramesh, Suresh and Preeti. So first is Ramesh, then Suresh, and the next is Preeti. Now for these three, what is given here, first is their income, which is given combined. So here the persons, then income. We will consider their income separate, okay, because then only we can easily proceed it, and which is not known to us. X we are going to consider as the common multiple. So other than X, instead of Y, Z, W, we'll consider A, B, C. Suppose A rupees is the uh, income of Mr. Ramesh, B is the income of Mr. Suresh, and C rupees is the income by Preeti. Then next is expense, income, expense, and the last will be saving. Now for the expense, what is given before that, total income of all these three is given 8,07,000. So total income of all these three means A plus B plus C. We'll get it here. Total income of all the three persons, that is A plus B plus C, is equal to 8,07,000 rupees. Addition of all the three incomes. This information is given in the question. Okay. Expenses. Expenses are 75%, 80% and 90%. First, Ramesh, it is 75%. When it is 100, then 75. If it is A, then how much? So 75% of A will be the expense. 75% of A, how we can write it? 75% of A is 75 upon 100 into A. This can be also written as, if we'll simplify it, 25 3s are 25 4s are. So it will come 3 by 4. 3A upon 4. If we'll simplify it, 75 upon 100 can be 25 3s are 25 4s are. It can come 3 by 4A means 3A upon 4. For the first person, Ramesh, income is A, expense is 3A upon 4, saving will be, we will study after this column will get complete. Now for Suresh, what is given? For Suresh, he spends 80% of his income. We consider Suresh's income as B, 80% he spends, so 80% of B. How to write it? 80% of B, 80 upon 100 into B. That is 80% of B. Can be simplified further. 0 will get cancelled. Then 8 upon 10 into B. 8 upon 10 into B can be written as 8 upon 10. 2 4s are 2 5s are. 4B upon 5. What? Instead of writing it there, expenses I will write it down. Okay, and only values we will write here. So for the first person's expense, expense of Ramesh is equal to 75% of A, 75A upon 100. So 25 3s are 25 4s are, it comes 3A upon 4, and that value only we will keep it there. So it can be easy for you people to understand easily. You can see also in the video, as we are not close to the board. So it will be here 3A upon 4. For second person, expenses for Suresh. For Suresh, the expenses are 80%. 80% of B. 80% of B means 80 upon 100 into B. 0 will get cancelled, or 24s are and 25s are. 4 upon 5 into B, so it can be 4B upon 5. So for Suresh, it is 4B upon 5. Third is Preeti. So expenses for Preeti is equal to how much she spends. She spends, as per the given information, 90%. 90% of her income. Her income is C. 90% of C means 90 upon 100 into C. Can be simplified as 0 gets cancelled, 9 by 10 C, 9 into C, 9C upon 10. So these are their expenses For Ramesh, 3a by 4. For Suresh, 4b upon 5. And for Preeti, 9c upon 10. These are the expenses. Now, difference between both is nothing but the saving. Difference between income and expenses will be saving. So, how much it will come here? A minus 3a upon 4. A is the income minus expenses 3a upon 4. This will give the saving by Ramesh. For Suresh, B is the income minus expenses 4b upon 5. We'll simplify this. We will get the saving by Suresh. Same way for Preeti, C is the income minus her expenses 9c upon 10. We will get their savings by Preeti. But in the question, it is mentioned that the ratio of their savings is 16 is to 17 is to 12. So what we can write is, but what is given to us? The ratio of their savings is 16 is to 17 is to 12. But ratio of saving is equal to 16 is to 17 is to 12. This is given to us in the question. Additional information. Now, if this one is the given information, how we can convert it into their savings? Because finally we have to find out their annual savings of each of them. So annual saving to get means we will consider the common multiple as x. So let x is common multiple. Now if x is common multiple for first person, Ramesh, saving. Saving for Ramesh, first person is Ramesh, so 16 into common multiple is x, 16 into x, 16x will be saving for Ramesh. Then for Suresh, saving for Suresh will be 16 is to 17 is to 12, so this is for first person, second person, third person. 17 into common multiple is x, 17 into x, 17x for Suresh. And for Preeti, her savings will be 12 into x. So these are the savings by considering the common multiple as x. Okay. Now, as we know, here saving is in the form of A, and here we have saving of same person, Suresh, in the form of 16x. So can we get the value of A, value of B, and value of C in the form of x? So if we'll put it here, then we can get A plus B plus C is equal to some value in the form of x, and can be compared with. See, now we have here savings in the form of x because it was given us separately. We consider common multiple as x. We have saving in the form of ABC also. This is also saving, this is also saving, can be compared with each other. So for first person we will compare. Therefore, now suppose we will consider this as 2, and this table we will consider as equation number 1. So from 1 and 2, table is equation number 1, information number 1, and these statements are information number 2. From 1 and 2, saving of Ramesh, A minus 3a by 4. A minus 3a by 4 is equal to saving of Ramesh is again 16x. So here we can get the value of A. How we can find out value of A? For Ramesh we are talking from 1 and 2 for Ramesh, saving is equal to saving. So A minus 3a by 4, this A is in this way, A minus 3a by 4. So if we simplify it, what it will give? If we simplify it, denominator of A is nothing but 1. So by cross multiplication, 4 into A, 4a minus 3a, how much it remains? 4a minus 3a. Instead of writing in that way, I will write it down. Okay, so you will understand it better. From first and second, first person is Ramesh. For Ramesh, I am writing his saving is A minus 3a upon 4 is equal to 16x. This can be simplified as 4 into A, 4a. If we'll see the denominator of A is 1, so cross multiplication, 4 into A, 4a, 4a minus 3a, it remains here 1a, A by 4 is equal to 16x. A is equal to 4 goes other side, 16 4 the 64x. This is value of A. Same way for Suresh. What is for Suresh? For Suresh, the saving is B minus 4B upon 5, and his saving, Suresh savings is in the form of x, 17x. This can be simplified as 5 into b, 5b. 5b minus 4b, it remains 1b upon 5 is equal to 17x. b is equal to 17 5s are 85x. So we are converting a, b, c in the form of x because we want to find out value of x. Once we will get x, just we have to put it here, we will get their actual saving. So we are converting ABC in the form of x by given information. So by comparing savings, because we have two savings, both are equal to each other. Now for the same third person, Preeti. For Preeti, her saving is C minus 9C upon 10. C minus 9C upon 10, and that will be equal to 12x. 10C minus 9C, it remains 1C. 1C upon 10 is equal to 12x. So C is equal to 12 into 10, 120x. This statement will be our equation number 3. See, A is equal to 64x, B is equal to 85x, and C is equal to 120x is our statement number 3, equation number 3. Now, with the help of this and the table, see, table says A plus B plus C is equal to, A plus B plus C is equal to 8,07,000, and here we can add A plus B plus C. So from the table, now I will write it here upward. I hope you people will see the board clearly. So from the table, what we can write? Table is equation number 1. So again, from 1, what we can write is 1 says A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C is equal to 8,07,000. This is from equation number 1. We have here value of A, B, C from third. So just substitute here. So value of A is 64x plus value of B is 85x plus value of C is 120x is equal to, total is as it is 8,07,000. If we'll add this 64 plus 85 plus 120, it will be 5 plus 4, 9, 6 plus 8, 14 plus 2, 16, carry 1, 269x is equal to 8,07,000. So x will be equal to 8,07,000 divided by 269. This calculation, this division will give us value of x. Now if we'll try this, 269, we'll multiply it by 3, 3 9s are 27, 7 carry 2, 3 6 are 18 plus 2, 20, so 0 carry 2, 3 2 the 6 plus 2, yes, 269 1s are 269, 3s are 807, and these 3 additional zeros as it is, so value of x will come 3000. This is our required important thing, that value of x. It is asked us to find out their savings. Just we have to put up that value, we'll get the savings of all the 3%. So final answer, for final answer you can write saving of Ramesh, that is 16x is equal to 16 into 3000. Answer will come 16 3s are 48,000 rupees saving for Ramesh. For Suresh, saving is 17x. 17x is nothing but 17 into value of x is 3000. It will go 17 into 3, 51. 51,000 will be the saving for Suresh. And for Preeti, it is 12x. 12x means 12 into 3000. 12 into 3000. Her spending was more, 90%. So it will be 12 3s are 36,000 rupees will be saving for Preeti. See, we consider their incomes ABC, but total income is given 8,07,000. Expenditure, as per the given information we calculated, expenditure 80%, or as per the percentage given we calculated it, it comes in the form of ABC because income is in the form of ABC. Then income minus expenditure gives savings. New saving was also given in the form of ratio. X we consider common multiple. So for Ramesh 16x is the saving, for Suresh 17x is the saving, and for Preeti 12x is the saving. This saving and this saving is compared. A minus 3a by 4 is equal to 16x. It gives A is equal to 64x. Same way, by comparing the saving of Suresh, B is equal to 85x, and by comparing the savings of Preeti, C is equal to 120x. But as we know, this is A, B, C means their incomes, and addition of this income is given 8,07,000. So we compare this both, first and third. A plus B plus C is equal to 8,07,000. Put up the value of A, B, C. X will come here 3,000. Then final saving will be 16 into value of X. It will give the saving for Ramesh, then 17 into value of X saving for Suresh, and 12 into value of X is the saving for Preeti. This will be the final solution for question number 7. The final saving will be in the rupees. So we'll stop it here for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.